Module 6. Digital Transformation, Digitalization of Business and Use of Online Tools and Databases in Internationalization. Training Program. With digitalization, business models are changing in the world. About 60% of the jobs that exist today will not exist in 2030. Some products that come into our lives with technology change many habits, both in our social life and in our business life. The topics we will cover in the presentation titled Module 6, Digital Transformation, Digitalization of Business and Use of Online Tools and Databases in Internationalization are Introduction, Basic Terms, Digitalization, Digital Transformation, Case Study, Internationalism and Foreign Trade, Best Practices of Digital Transformation on Foreign Trade, Marketing, Cost Analysis and Minimizing, Dissemination Activities, online tools and database, and finally, e-commerce sites and step-by-step transactions. Computer science is more concerned with digitizing the data sources found in the world. For example, a picture, a sound, or the humidity value of the environment by means of various sensors. Digital. Converting data and processing this data is the field of computer science. On the other hand, the digitization of an enterprise is beyond the digitization of data or data sources. It should be considered as a digitization of the process, perception, and management. Especially regarding products, transported to customers on tracking systems and reliability, creating a fast and transparent structure is expected. Warehousing and customs, one of the important rings of the transportation industry, and investing in the state-of-the-art technologies, smart robot and artificial intelligence, trend has begun. Digital transformation is an efficient and effective way of enabling all units in the supply chain. In the digitalizing world, faster and easier tracking of risks, liabilities, and costs can be monitored. If delivery methods cannot be determined correctly, risk and responsibility distributions will continue in a different way from what it should be. With digital tools, reaching millions is no longer a dream. At this point, I would like to share with you the business models that perhaps many of you know. In the new world, our companies must decide where and how they will be located. Thus, strategies, management, human resources, and product structures will be shaped accordingly. This process is described as the Fourth Industrial Revolution, Industry 4.0. In this context, to cipher physical systems, such as virtual computing the physical world with the help of sensors, the digital transformation process has been launched. Here, I will briefly talk about B2B, B2C, and C2C business models. What is a B2B business model? The concept of business to business, in Turkish, company to company, is a short definition that expresses the marketing or sales practices that companies carry out among themselves. Companies operating in the B2B field basically work with the principle of improving each other's services. To give a brief example, raw material trade. A business supplies the products it needs during the production processes from another business. Example, a shoe manufacturing company procures products from a leather wholesaler. Wholesaler-retailer business model. A business may sell its product wholesale to a retail business. Example, collaborations established by market chains with suppliers in many different product lines. What is a B2C business model? Business to consumer, in Turkish, is a short definition that explains the commercial relationship that companies establish directly with consumers. All of our individual purchases are within the scope of B2C business model. The B2C business model is implemented in two different ways in today's conditions. These applications are virtual marketplaces are examples where we can easily examine in the B2C business model in today's conditions. The second application is that the manufacturer sells its products to end users through its own virtual store. In this business model, the manufacturer sells its product at the X factory price and there is no intermediary virtual shopping store. The B2C business model is expanding its sphere of influence rapidly in direct proportion of the development of the e-commerce sector in our country. The main benefits of the e-commerce concept, which offers many advantages for manufacturers and end users, are: with e-commerce, even a small business can sell its products to all parts of the world. Businesses that reach a number of customers that are almost impossible to reach physically can increase their profitability in this way. A traditional sales business has many physical expenses. In the world of e-commerce, businesses save a lot from these expenses. In the world of e-commerce, customer profiles can be analyzed much more clearly, and a high number of customers can be easily reached with accurate targeting. Google Analytics and similar applications offer a great advantage to businesses in this sense. What is the C2C business model? Consumer to consumer, in this business model that emerged with the growth of e-commerce, consumers offer their products to other consumers at a price determined by them through a certain marketplace applications. In this business model, there is no obligation such as invoicing the sales made. Digitalized commerce in a digitalized world, e-commerce. On September 19, 2018, Commands Order Technotel blog. Technotel digitalized commerce in a digitalized world, e-commerce. It's no longer difficult to spread the Made in Turkey label abroad. With the spread of the digitalization and the development of logistic processes, trade has become independent of location in today's world. Thus, in this increasingly globalized system, the e-commerce sector offers significant opportunities. With the continuous innovations in e-commerce, the shopping experience has gained a new dimension, while digital excellence has become an inevitable necessity for e-commerce. For the e-commerce sector, where competition is increasing, the supply and demand of consumers play a critical role. Therefore, companies integrating digital channels into their business processes must be able to deliver an e-commerce experience, online or offline, where various devices are constantly combined with a new experiential ecosystem. In short, you will need fast and reliable solutions to make a difference. For this, you must understand the needs of consumers very well. Key question: what do consumers expect from e-commerce? Browsing speed, payment security, always up-to-date price list. In other words, users want to live their shopping experience with peace of mind. This is where the IT strategies of e-commerce companies come into play. What should you do as an e-commerce company to offer its customers an enjoyable and interesting shopping experience? Here are some answers. Guarantee speed and efficiency in your e-commerce company. The quality of the hosting service you receive for the servers you use while serving in the e-commerce sector can affect sales positively or negatively. A quality service will provide faster hosting and better turnaround rates. Continuity is very important for your website when considering business viability. Therefore, the professional internet service you will receive should form the basis of your strategy. Show that you are a reliable e-commerce company. Reliability is very important for an e-commerce company. When a technical problem arises while delivering your services, you must ensure that your IT infrastructure can keep the platform up and running. In short, e-commerce needs a secure, uninterrupted, fast, dynamic, and most importantly, flexible infrastructure. And this happens precisely thanks to the cloud infrastructure. Therefore, to do e-commerce, you should choose a data center that provides professionalism and security 24 hours a day. As a company in the e-commerce sector, you always kept the product, information, and price list up to date. This is really important. Therefore, you should choose a versatile and secure e-commerce platform. But remember that the infrastructure must be scalable and flexible in case price lists change, special promotions are held, or visitors increase periodically. Only the cloud can guarantee this. If you, as an e-commerce company, want to get ahead of your competitors, and provide your customers with a reliable and speed privileged service, you can have the most suitable, innovative, effective, dynamic and secure solutions with Technotel's quality services. At the same time, Alibaba.com is a site that brings the company, which also includes sites such as AliExpress, Alipay, and Tmall.com, to worldwide fame and recognition. Jack Ma started his entrepreneurial life by establishing Alibaba.com, and the establishment of other sites later took place. While Alibaba.com was a site used by import and export companies, and while large-scale foreign trade transactions were carried out until recently, it has started to evolve into a platform where retail scale dedim, baştan alıyorum.
It has started.
Okay, baştan. It has started to evolve into a platform where retail sales are also carried on in recent years. In these platforms that appeal to such a wide audience, it is possible to have well-intentioned users as well as companies and individuals who want to defraud people who do not have much knowledge about foreign trade and who are described as hunters. For example, young entrepreneurs that want to open a store and sell on Amazon, one of the largest and most preferred marketplaces in the world, need to know some basic issues such as opening a seller account on Amazon, documents required to open a seller account. Many people who want to enter the online sale business are confused about where to start. Actually, this is understandable because there are many options available for sale online. Among them are eBay, Etsy, and of course Amazon. For new and ambitious entrepreneurs, starting an online business can be a little daunting. That's why in this article, we have explained the process of starting an Amazon business for you step by step. We have divided this process into 4 for you. First, we will describe the entry into the Amazon business. Don't be intimidated by the word business. Your business on Amazon can be as simple and small or large and complex as you want it to be. In the next step, we will provide information about the cost of starting sales on Amazon. In fact, this process is a normal, quite inexpensive process compared to a store with a chimney door. Later, we will talk about Amazon seller membership and opening an account on Amazon. And finally, we will cover a few more basics about selling on Amazon. How to start selling on Amazon in 3 easy steps. Decide what you want to sell. You don't need to create your own private label right away. Many sellers start by selling their used items on Amazon. You can start by selling your used books, the products you bought from the wholesaler, and the discounted products you bought from the big stores. Complete the Amazon seller membership process. Don't let the word seller scare you. We are not talking about a big company with this world. You can also sell individually on Amazon. List your products. When you open a membership on Amazon, you will need to list your products. Then, all you have to do is wait for the next sales. Monthly commissions and store fees can also make it difficult for you to fully increase your revenues. Therefore, it will be a healthier approach to see online marketplaces as a sales channel and keep your main focus on your own e-commerce site. International Trade Policy Division, also called the Trade Policy Division, keeps abreast of the developments in the international trade organizations, like including the WTO, UNCTAD, ESCAP, and etc. Matters like promotional trade cooperation among developing countries, Commonwealth trade, multilateral trade, and tariff negotiations are also responsible of this division. The Trade Policy Division, TPD, is divided into different functional areas of trade and commerce such as agriculture, non-agricultural market access, disputes and rules, SPS/TBT, TRIPS, and environment/labor, services and trade facilitation catering the functions of the World Trade Organization and other international bodies/groups functioning in the field of development world trade. WTO dispute settlement, interpretation of GATT provisions, rules negotiations including anti-dumping, agreement on subsidy and countervailing measures, agreement on safeguards, Section 9 of Customs Tariff Act, Indian Council of Arbitration and related work including work relating to notification requirements pertaining to WTO committees on anti-dumping, safeguards on SCM, review of compliance with relevant agreements, anti-dumping, safeguards and SCM, WTO committees on anti-dumping, safeguards and SCM issues. Thank you.